Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the start of an exciting and brand new TRL season. New rules, new faces, and a brand new chance to be crowned TRL World Drivers Champion. As we take a look at the starting grid then, two 25% races each night. And surprise, surprise, it's Rafa on pole from HSV, Trickshot, Dubsy, good to see him back, Cart Dude, Stylen, Danielson, Chastity way down there, Elmer Jacko also back, Kidbyers, Brad, and the other guy. As we head to the starting grid then, Andre that was, it's lights out and away we go, and Kidbyers first gets a good start until bang, straight from behind Andre comes through and says, I'm gonna ram you up the arse minus the lube, as we take a look at a slow motion dramatic Jacko style replay and totally fucking up Kidbyers' race there. Thank you, good sir, may I have another? As we fast forward onto lap 1 then, Kidbyers with terminal front wing damage, trying to limp his way back to the pit lane, and he did so. As we fast forward ahead to lap 10, yes, it was a boring fucking race as Kidbyers goes from 10th to 9th, the highlight of his afternoon. As lap 10 then, about 5 or so laps to go. What can Kidbyers do? Can he make some inroads on his teammate HSV? But it's looking doubtful at this stage. And indeed he didn't. A couple of disconnections and retirements there, seeing Kidbyers up to 7th. But all in all, it was a disappointing start to the TRL opener for Kidbyers. In fact, it's actually the last lap now. I went a bit early there, but anyway, never mind about that. We can follow Kidbyers home then. I thought I'd edited that a bit better than this, but anyway, through turn 3 there, where Martin Brundle went off, and also Fernando Alonso last weekend. And you can see Kidbyers here tiptoeing home. We're going to stick with him there as Rafa crosses the line and takes the opening win and the opening race of this TRL season. Like I said, a brand new format, two 25% races and one-shot qualifying instead of the usual 15-minute qualifying session. There are the boys on the left there as we go through turn 9. Around the back part of the circuit, and it's a bit of a change up this year with the brand new rules coming into play, of course by request. The F1 strategy group, which includes the likes of Dean McKinnon, Chastity and co. As we come through the last couple of corners then, Kidbyers running on empty. Only a couple of corners to go now. HSV having his own little battle up ahead, but it was Kidbyers limping across the line. Come on, I think I can, I think I can. As Brad will slot in behind him in 8th. And not a good start to the TRL season for Kidbyers. He comes across the line, but it was all about this man. I met him on the weekend. He is a fantastic chap. I speak of none other than Rafa, the man himself, getting the victory from Dubsy, who only got a PlayStation this week. And then it was Trickshot in 3rd for the Scuderia Ferrari. I hope I said that right, because Dean will correct me, no doubt. So there it is, Rafa from Dubsy and also Trickshot in the opening race of TRL following the 2016 season, of course. As we take a look at the final results, Rafa, Dubsy, Trickshot getting a surprise podium, Stylen, Danielson, HSV, the two Force Indias, 6th and 7th. VJ won't be happy. Dino, the Sauber in 8th, and the rest of them nobody really cares about as we head straight to the start of the next race. Like I said, a brand new format, two 25% races. Kidbyers qualified 9th. It's lights out and away we go. Good start there. Kidbyers falls back as we come into turn 1. They're all together, and this can only mean one thing: absolute disaster. Kidbyers, they're going wide to try and avoid the carnage as we go into turns 2 now, and then 3. Collypool, HS trying to avoid him on the right. He was an absolute noob in the first couple of races, but anyway, we're all for the numbers, of course, as we fast forward ahead through further into lap 1, coming through to end lap 1 into lap 2. Yellow flags are out, then green, and have a look at this, the two Saubers and two Force Indias there, as it looked like it was Brad who might have pushed HSV off the track down into turn 1. Kidbyers trying to take the inside line there, leaving space on the inside for his teammate to go through. Then HSV past Brad, past one Salva, then past Car Dude. If you're going to, like, argue with me over a move, like, you can honestly go and get fucked. Thank you, Car Dude, as he goes wide there, and HSV is through. But not such good news for Kidbyers, who was stuck behind them until Brad, as we'll see here in a couple of moments' time, goes wide. And Kidbyers was safely through. I sound a bit like Mark Nicholas, I know, but I'm not sure. I think it's a cross between Crofty, Martin Brundle, Mark Nicholas, and a few others there as Kidbyers makes a slight mistake out of the second last corner. On to lap 6 then, and now it's Trickshot's turn to be passed by Kidbyers as we can see the battle raging ahead of me. And it was Jacko and HSV who were about to come into the pits this lap. And that'll work out very nicely for Kidbyers, who had to keep going in his Force India, of course, with his teammate pitting on lap 6. We didn't want any double stacking, so you can see there Kidbyers going straight past the pit lane into lap 7 and up to Rich to try and put in a stonking in lap. As we fast forward now in the pits, can Kidbyers get out ahead of HSV, Jacko and co? He comes through out of the pit lane now, limiter off, HSV's made it through, locks his brakes into turn 1, Kidbyers slotting into 5th ahead of Jacko. So the undercut or the overcut has worked there for Kidbyers, and now it is Force India 4th and 5th, and VJ will be very, very happy indeed. As lap 8 then, 6 or so laps to go, Kart Dude and Jacko all battling together, and this is how the position stayed for the remainder of the race, as Force India once again finishing in 4th and 5th. They finished together in Australia, and now there was a change at the top of the podium. It was the black guy winning the race. There we go, Stylin getting the job done, Rafa in 2nd. And a consistent performance in race 2 of this evening's season opening weekend, or weeknight rather. It was Dubsy, who did pretty well considering he only got a PlayStation not long ago. Then the champagne for the two Mercedes drivers, they dominated the 2 opening rounds of this evening. As we take a look at the final results from the Bahrain Grand Prix, Stylin, Rafa, Mercedes, McLaren, Dubsy, splitting the 2 Force Indias, 4th and 5th, Trickshot, Danielson, and the rest of them on your screen. As we take a look at the championship then, and it's Rafa with a dominant lead over Stylin, then Dubsy, Trickshot, HSV, Kidbyers in 7th, and like I said, the teams, the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes from Ferrari, Force India, and McLaren rounding out the top 4. That's all we've got time for this week, folks. Join us next week for more TRL highlights.